Part 2 of the uprights and wing stays installation. Um, I was able to get the uprights onto the wishbones actually without the use of a jack. I just had to sort of maneuver the steering rack as well as the wishbones in order to get the bolts into the right locations. One thing to remember is do not forget to remove the washer from the axle bolt, because if you do, you will have to take a bunch of things apart like I did in order to remove it. Also, the other thing to note is that the part labeled AR, it's a nut that you're supposed to install onto the axle bolt. Um, that comes in uh, the packs of nuts and bolts that you get from Caterham, but the nut you remove from the axle bolt is actually the same one, so you can just use that one. Um, there's another temporary nut labeled part AF. You will want to use that in order to pull the top ball joint from the top wishbone into the upright before you use the real nut, because if you don't pull it down, the threads will just spin and the actual real nut won't ever engage. Finally, in the manual, when I installed the steering rack, it never told me to install the passenger side ball joint. And so if you do that during this step, do not forget the locking nut that goes between the ball joint and the rest of the steering rack. Um, I decided not to drill the holes in the wing stays in this step because uh, I saw another blog that suggested doing the drilling after the wheels are on, because you could put a wheel chock in to stabilize the wing stay between the wheel and the wing stay and have it on the ground and just have a lot more stable um, drilling setup. So I'll do that then. And actually just not having the wing on just gives me uh, less opportunity to damage the paint. Thank you.